1, 2, 3, and go. So we're going to talk about the Roland Fantom, specifically what you can do with this thing. So let's start with the audio demo. You see me using the pads, pad mode, set for group play. Trigger the next pad group. Show you the mixer. See the instruments that have been used. Trigger the third pad group. Fourth pad group. Alright, and take that out of solo. Alright, so you see this is like my general MIDI version of On My Mama, so got the guitar thing, stock sound. Bass. Alright, we got that. Paddy strings, and it's actually it was going to be a EP, and I switched it out. I don't think I'm using that guitar at all. All right, next item. Now the bass. Alright, I think I used it really subtly in the first pattern. Nope. Let's see the second pattern. Nope, didn't use that at all. Little lead thing, all right. It's probably for live play. Let's see, I did use this. All right, so we've got hammer effect, shaker. All right, so let's find those items. So I must have used the octave up button in. There it is. So if you had the 76 key version, oh, 61, it's at the top right there. Let's see what else I got there. Wood block and shaker. All right. I think that's the one I'm using. And actually, let's actually cheat. Let's go to the pattern. Let's look at that pattern. So this pattern 1 through 8. This is 9 through. All right, and let's see, edit, piano roll. And hopefully this will show us the different items. If that's the right track, that's not the right track. Let's go back here, zone view. MIDI channel 9, or track 9. All right, so track 9. That is it. Look at edit. Microscopic view, no. And rather than microscopic, we want piano roll. And that's weird. It's nothing showing there, but I clearly heard it. All right, we'll keep moving. All right, so how do we go about doing these patterns? How do we go about going from the individual items that I played in to being in pad mode over there? So let's do that. Some of this is TR-808. We'll find out what part of it is. I'm using the TR patterns. We see the actual instruments there. Nothing's lit up on TR for that one. Let's look at the groups. So groups, 8-bar group for the first intro. If I click on this and hold it, it'll show you those. And I think I still have them soloed in mixer mode. So let's unsolo that because we're not hearing all the items. Alright, so let's use our mixers over here so we can slowly bring in each item so we can see what we got. So 1 through 8. You got that double guitar. Phaser bass. Got those two items together. Alright, let's keep going. Pad with those 3 items. The next set, I don't think I used any of those. Those were from a previous instance. So these are the only 3 instruments I'm using for 1 through 8. All right, let's look at 9 through 16. We saw that already. Hi-hat. So that's what I'm using for the 808 or the TR kit. All right. So that's for that pattern. And I don't think any of the brass stuff that I have in these later channels comes in until another pattern. So let me cue that pattern. Stop and cue. So low brass is here. It's probably French horn. Yep. Sound French horn. And I'm using the brass one for the upper brass. So right here. Haven't figured out already, this tune is in G. All right, so we got some more stuff, low brass. Sinoid Rave, I've been using that sound since the 1990s. It was in the JV 2080 pack, and I don't think it wasn't a stock sound. It may have been in the 60s and 70s car or the vintage car, but no, it might have been a stock sound, but definitely from the 2080, JV 2080 or the JV 1080, one of those 2 modules. All right, let's go here, zone, because if I have that selected, now this, if I remember, it has like a resonance thing that the original version, when you use the mod wheel, it would add resonance. So I guess that's different for this updated version. But it's basically a sub bass without a lot of attack. And there's a frequency, so you hear it, but you're also hearing underneath it. So it's kind of giving you a dual frequency thing. So it's almost like a fifth. But you hear it more present if I go too high up, but in the low frequencies you don't hear it as much. But here you hear it definitely. So you get some weird intervals if I use it in a higher register. So not as musical. But down here, it's masked pretty well. All right, so I got a bass. I think I'm pattern 3, there it is. And you got the drum work, it's on 9, 10. Kick been added for this pattern. Pretty simple passage. And the low and high brass. Forgot to clap. Let's go back to elements 1, 2, and 3. Pads. And the guitar. I'm just doing like a fake live mix right here. 808. Hi-hats on channel 10 can come down some. And then we jump all the way to the last pattern. I brought up the brass because that's the signature line of the tune. All right, so let's unpack that. So I played each of the elements individually, and to create sections, almost like Ableton, I did say this D bank with those items, where I played those in. E bank, played those items in. F bank, played those items in. G bank, played those items in. Now, with any one of them selected, for instance, if I select the D, I can go to grouping, and they're already there now, but it would have actually, let's do it here. So if I say I want to group those items, set, and ask me, you sure? Yeah, sure. You saw over here it made a new section. So this section 5 is going to be identical to section 1 because I'm using that D row for that. So you see the whole D row. Now, weirdly, every time you do that, it only gives you one bar. So let's get out of here, and I want to show you that where you can set that for the proper number of bars. You see up there it's supposed to be 8 bars. So right here, where the number 1 is, let's get out of here, exit, and if I hit group, now you have a length option here, and I can make that however many bars I want. It maxes out to 64 bars, but for the sake of making it identical to what you have there, I'll let this be No, I'm gonna make it a 4-bar, so it's a subtle difference. So now you got a 4-bar pattern. Now it's gonna loop right back here. All right, just for sake of demonstration, but we wanted to be 8, so I make it 8. But that's how you create a group. How do you chain the groups to make a song? Hit the make song button, and either hit the make song button, I'm showing you 2 ways to do that, or select the song button over here. They're both gonna get you to a similar menu. So if I hit make song, it shows me the groups that I've selected, and then I can add them over here. So in this instance, let's say we're gonna add the intro once, gonna add the pre-chorus once, chorus once, pre-chorus, chorus, tag. And then on the tag item, there should be a way to have that repeat more than once. Add replace. I didn't want to do it that way. But let's just see what happens now that we've got it in song mode. So, plan. Trying to find a sound. No, I don't want that oboe, so I switch up. Let's switch to piano. You see it's changing even though I'm adjusting the sound. So that's going to continue to do what it does. I want to see what sound I'm playing, so. Nice. So that's the demo, all right?